This is a view of the upstairs bathroom, originally a bedroom, looking to the east side of the house. Early bathrooms were often created from bedrooms. This one was not. It wasn't made into a bathroom until we did it in the early 2000s. One of the three McFarlane inheritors chose to put the bathroom at the top of the stairs. All the plumbing in the house was from circa 1934. I'm not sure what plumbing, if any, was there before that. We chose to make the bathroom an elegant place, something it never was. These kinds of decisions are difficult when restoring a house. There's always a trade-off between a pure restoration, which wouldn't have electricity or plumbing, and the comfort of modern living. We wanted it to be practical for modern and enjoyable living, so the next owners wouldn't make inappropriate changes. And we wanted it to be fun. We didn't change the layout of the old bedroom and just added plumbing and more elegant lighting. You can see here that this room is a mix of period furniture and fixtures, starting with the clawfoot tub. These became popular in the late 19th century. I have found claw feet in the attic of the kitchen addition, but I can't say when they were installed. In the Briggs house and the Burrow house, the tubs were stamped with a 1902 date, so that may be when plumbing became available in the area. Clawfoot tubs are comfortable with their sloping backs, come in different sizes, and are seeing a resurgence in the modern era. This plate, hung in front of the tub, was hand-painted by my great-great-aunt. This table is from the late Victorian or early 20th century in the arts and crafts or mission style. Queen Victoria died in 1901, marking the end of the Victorian period in England. Her oldest son, Edward VII, ascended to the throne in that year, beginning the Edwardian period. He served as king until his passing in 1910. Sitting on the table is a Victorian kerosene lamp, a hatpin holder, and a necklace holder. On the bottom shelf is a shoe shine box. This is a wooden hat pin holder. Nicely crafted, they were made to store hat pins, which were essential for securing elaborate hats to hairstyles. This one has holes drilled around the perimeter of its two shelves to show off the more elaborate ones, as well as a drawer on the bottom and a pincushion on top for additional storage. By the 1920s and 30s, changing fashion trends, such as short bob hairstyles and smaller and less elaborate hats, the need for hat pins and their holders faded. Here's a nice collection of Victorian hat pins. Not mine, but I thought they were interesting. Kerosene lamps became widely used in rural America throughout the 19th century, particularly after Abraham Gessner's discovery in 1846 that kerosene could be distilled from coal. By the late 1800s, kerosene lamps were a staple in homes where gas lighting was too expensive and electricity hadn't reached. Even after electrification spread in the 1930s and 1940s, many families kept their kerosene lamps for emergencies. Some communities even held lantern funerals to symbolically bury their old kerosene lamps when electricity finally arrived. During the Victorian period, jewelry was an essential part of fashion, and necklace holders were often ornate and decorative. These stands were crafted from wood, metal, porcelain, or even velvet-covered forms, designed to elegantly showcase necklaces and pendants. Mannequin-style holders, resembling miniature dress forms, became popular, allowing necklaces to drape naturally, mimicking how they would be worn. The Esquire Shoe Valet Deluxe shoe shine box was likely manufactured by the Nomark Manufacturing Company, which acquired the Esquire brand in 1938. This brand became the best-selling shoe polish in the U.S. from the 1940s to the 1960s, suggesting this box dates to that period, possibly the 1940s or 1950s. The pat pinned marking indicates a patent was pending, common for products from that era. The maker, Nomark, was based in Brooklyn, and the box's dovetail joints and design align with mid-20th century craftsmanship. Shoeshine boxes emerged in the 18th century as polished shoes signified status. By the 19th century, they evolved into portable kits with polish and brushes. The mid-20th century saw companies like Nomark produce branded versions, such as the Esquire Shoe Valet. marketed as premium household items. Their popularity peaked post-World War II, but waned with changing footwear trends, though they remain valued as antiques today. This simple skirted chair is most likely late Victorian or early 20th century. In well-appointed homes, bathrooms were often used as dressing areas. Chairs like this provided a comfortable seat for grooming activities or putting on stockings and shoes. I believe this cabinet, converted by me into a sink when we changed the west bedroom into a bathroom, is from the 1920s based on its nouveau appliques. Pull chain toilets, also known as high-tank toilets, emerged in the late 19th century, coinciding with advancements in indoor plumbing. They were designed to use gravity-assisted flushing, which required the tank to be mounted high on the wall. The invention of the modern flush toilet is often credited to Sir John Harington, an English courtier who designed an early flushing system in 1596. However, the pull chain mechanism became widely adopted after Thomas Crapper, a British plumber, improved flush toilet designs in the late 1800s. His innovations helped popularize the use of high-mounted tanks with pull chains. Yes, his name really was Crapper. Flush toilets had a transformative impact on public health by significantly reducing the spread of diseases linked to poor sanitation. Before their widespread adoption, many communities relied on open cesspits, chamber pots, or shared latrines, which contributed to outbreaks of cholera, dysentery, and typhoid fever. This poem, hung next to the toilet, honors Thomas Crapper, whose name became synonymous for toilets. When this bathroom was one of the 4 bedrooms in the house, there was a passageway between this room and the smaller bedroom on the south side. I've read that this passageway, common in some nicer homes, was used when the owners had guests overnight. The master bedroom was given to the guests, and the woman of the house had access from the bedroom that they were in to the children's room, so she didn't have to go out in the hallway in her night clothes to be seen by the guests. This was made possible in homes that were a story and a half when the rooms were squared off and a space of a few feet was created between the outside of the house and the interior wall, with a roof as ceiling. In the Paugh house, this space was used for closets in the upstairs bedroom. These were called wardrobes in the Victorian era. Because this space was only a couple of feet deep in the Paugh house, it will have been used for one or the other, but not both. This is the northwest side of the bathroom, showing the closet and the door. All the bedroom doors used rim locks, rather than the more refined mortise locks used in formal rooms, such as the parlors. Rim locks are mounted externally, rather than inset into the door. So that's the bathroom. Let's look at the bedrooms and attics. That will end our house tour. Then we'll go on to the restoration of the house.